in England doing 86 of 100. One of the set of art books. This is Sickert. I don't know who he is. Is it what is it, English? Walter Richard Sickert. Sickert. Never heard of him. 1860, 1942. 1860, 1942. I would say that's a grossly over-egged picture. I can't understand why that's on the front cover of this publication. Don't understand it. It is called Ennui 1914. Okay. Portrait of Aubrey Beardsley, who was someone who was obviously well known in the 60s. He was art editor for a publication called The Yellow Book. So when this book written, Aubrey Beardsley was known amongst the academics and one of the crowd. So this picture of him has been put in the book, but 50 years later, 60 years later, I suggest its relevance is zero. Okay, next one. The Old Bedford. It is a playhouse, theatre. That is the Doge's Palace in Venice, which is a very strange looking building. If you compare it to all the buildings around it, it has a very Eastern look. And it has these 4 bronze horses which were pillaged by the Venetians from somewhere in the classical Europe, taken back to Venice. Okay. St Mark's Cathedral. So I'm incorrect. This is the cathedral. The Doge's Palace is one door up. For interior of St Mark's, Venice. The Quai du Quesnay and the Rue Notre Dame Dieppe. I've seen a lot of pictures from the 40s in these drab colours. 6, statue of du Quesnay Dieppe. The statue isn't painted in, it's just a silhouette. 7, La Giuseppina, 1903. Which can be compared with Bonnard and Lautrec. So the colours I would compare with Bonnard, the hair and the costume I would compare with Lautrec. Okay. La Hollandaise. Nine, Juvenile Lead, or Juvenile Led. Mornington Crescent Nude, 1908. The same interior objects reappear in Venetian pictures in Camden Town. 11, The New Home. 12, Jack Ashore. 13, The New Bedford. That's a playhouse, the same playhouse. 14, Portrait of Victor Lecour. Dieppe. Lazarus breaks his fast. That's the King. XV1. King George V and Queen Mary. Queen's here. Well, I'm surprised by what I've seen. I think he's a good artist. I think he's very drab, and I think he's confused. Sorry, he's confusing. He's been to Venice. He's been to Dieppe. He's painting some of the pictures like a Parisian, some of the pictures like an Englishman. The social scenes, the architectural scenes. It's a mishmash. I've never heard of him before. I think it would be fair to say he's just a good commercial painter. Okay, Sickert.